Hi, hello, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Law Made Simple with me Vidya Reddy. Today, in this human rights, let us learn the definition of human rights, its characteristics, and how the human rights got evolved. As you know, the term human rights is of recent origin. It denotes all those rights which are inherent in human beings irrespective of caste, creed, religion, sex, and nationality. So, every human being has the authority to enjoy his privileges of being a human. Human rights are essentially individual in character and they are not created by any legislature through legislation and are not subject to amendment. Unlike any other laws which are made by the legislature, these human rights are not made by the legislature and are not subject to amendment. The members of United Nations have committed to promote and protect the observance of human rights. The United Nations have taken the privilege of promoting the human rights so that all the human beings are treated equally and human rights are taken peacefully. Coming to the definition of human rights. Although it is very difficult to define human rights, certain juries have defined and other authorities have defined human rights. Coming to Holland. Holland, he defined human right is the capacity residing in every person to control others with assistance of state. So, Holland says that every person is having that right to control others with the assistance of state. And Austin defined human rights as the power given by law to any person or persons residing in the country to insist government and public authorities to do certain acts. If government and other public authorities are delaying in doing certain acts, the individual or the persons or a group of persons residing in that country has the power which is given by law to do certain acts to insist the government. And Gray defined human rights as the power which has been given to a person or persons or society to protect their interests according to legal system of the country. Salmon defined human rights as vested in every person or persons because of legal system enforceable in that country and remedies are available from authorities and the court. So he defined human rights is present in all the persons and also of the country to enforce and the remedies are available through the courts and tribunals. Coming to Louis Henkin, he defined that human being has legitimate, valid, justified claims upon his or her country or society to various goods and benefits. So he defined in his Age of Rights book that every human being has legitimate, valid and justified claims upon his society. Coming to the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, in under section 2 clause 1 subclause D defines human rights. In this, the human rights means the rights relating to life, liberty, equality and dignity of the individual guaranteed by the Constitution, embodied in the international covenants and enforceable by court in India. So this Human Rights Act 1993 of section 2 clause 1 subsection D defines that human rights means rights relating to life, liberty, equality and dignity of that individual. What are the characteristics of human rights? So, the characteristics of human rights are every human being is born free and he or she should get the opportunity to lead respectable life, which can be called as birthrights. So, birthright is nothing but it's a human right that he should get a respect to born free and should get a respectable life. Human right is also having reorganization and enforcement in all the countries and these are called universal application of human rights. Every human being have right of degree of respect and reputation in his country and in his society. Human rights cannot be withdrawn or waived off or taken away in any country. Human right is having corresponding obligation also. Human rights include economic, social, cultural, civil and religion of every human being. All the fundamental rights specified in Constitution are covered under human rights. How the human rights got evolved? During ancient times, there was dictatorship in many countries. Even in India, because of the dictatorship of Britishers, which led to the independence, the concept of human rights developed. And There was slavery system in many countries. In South Africa, human beings were sold and purchased by auction. Due to this, there was lot of exploitation on the human beings. So after the abolishment of slavery system, the concept of human rights got evolved. During the administration of kings in many countries, the dictatorship of them and the misuse of their powers caused injustice to the common people. Because of this, people revolted against the kings. In many countries, even in India, the revolt was against against the kings because of this dictatorship. The revolution in Russia in 1917 also led to the evolution of human rights. The development of unions in industries, factories, employees got also pressure leading to the evolution of human rights. The exploitation by the employers made the industries, factories and employees to form unions, and these unions brought pressure leading to the evolution of human rights. Many countries drafted their own constitution which has got fundamental rights. Even in India, the fundamental rights which are drafted in the constitution has got human rights which are the part of the fundamental rights. After the rapid development of education among the people in countries even in India, due to the education and knowledge amongst the people, the human rights developed which led to the promotion of the evolution of human rights. Finally, the General Assembly of the United Nations has adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on 10th December 1948. All these resolutions are binding on the members of member countries and also on other countries. So therefore, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights made significant contribution to promote human rights.